I think that in the church, just to wrap up this topic here, the thing about the church is that I see a lot of people preparing to follow artists, a lot of things. And really in the church, the issue of the band, like kind of for example, I have my singing career. I sing, I recorded some songs, and I had the idea of maybe even making a sung DVD. This idea is out there for me to do, but let's see how that's going to turn out.
Yeah, man, whenever I touch on this subject, there's a crowd that gets kind of upset with me, saying I'm frustrated when I talk. The thing is, man, that a band is a teenage thing, but it is, of course, though. But you guys will see, man, if you look today. Terminology, what is adolescence? Man, adolescence is a window between childhood and adulthood. Yes. To have a band, and it's always been like this, you have to start young, man. Of course. Because you, dude, need to have time to play, be with people, make mistakes, get into trouble. Exactly. Play for free.
Play for free.
I replied to a guy yesterday on Instagram who thought it was absurd when I said, my brother, there is no band because there is a learning curve, dude. It's no use thinking that after 5 shows your band will blow up. You're not ready yet. You need to mature your project. But the guy thinks that his band, I don't know, in 1 or 2 years, will already be a hit. Unless you play every day and perform every day and really speed things up, this process, but it has never been like that. And I say that a band has always been a teenage thing because it's within this window that you have time, 16, 17, 18 years old. The moment you start a project like this and it continues when you are 9, 20, 21, 22, then you start to feel that family pressure and you think, wait a minute, but it's working, 23, 24. If your band hasn't made it by 25, 26 years old, my friend, you really need to be someone who has a family that gives you a lot of support, or you need to be an heir to be able to keep this project going, to finance this project. And the other musicians also need to be like that, to succeed, because there comes a time when you see your friends getting married, you start to see, well, your friend got hired by a company, he passed a civil service exam, or he started his own business and you're being left behind.
Let me tell you a story. A guy came by the other day. I think he's been married for 16 years to take lessons at the school. He said, man, I don't know. I had a band in my teenage years. I played bass and all that. And now I want to, but, the guy wants to learn. In his teenage years, he had a band, and exactly what you're talking about happened. There comes a certain point when the guy has to go. The guy got someone pregnant early, had to leave the band. But then the dream always remained. He returned now at 57 years old to study. Man, you can be sure at your school, there must be a lot of people over 40 who, in their teenage years, wanted to be musicians. And today they are stable and go to study.
That's a big profile of the rock and roll crowd who want to form a band to play. And at the school, we have a lounge there that every week there's something going on.
That's so cool.
We get the crowd to play because they want to play. They want to have that experience, get on stage. There's lighting, turn off the lights, stage lights. The guy already gets butterflies in his stomach. It's true. So the guy already has that somewhat more professional experience there, right? Yes. But when I say then, from the point that a band is a teenage thing, it's in that sense, man. Because really,
people take it to heart. You can't say anything because it seems like I'm frustrated. I don't know if I'm distracted.
I had a band, man. And my band, we got our music on MTV, on multi-show. They say for MTV to call, well, ask your family to call. Radio, cool, Kit Radio, and we played at several festivals. I tried the band thing, and it was a band that could have made it big. But what happened? It was exactly this process. At 24, I wasn't married. The woman, how long are you going to stick with the band? Wow. And I started thinking, the opportunity at Berklee came up, or I believe in the band. Thank God I went. Do you know why I also say thank God? Because the last wave of bands that really managed to break through was that wave, which happened until 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. It ended. You can see they still talk about the band's Detonadas. Raimundos, Charlie Brown. Who else is there? There are several others. It's all from that time. All from that time, man. Band Cathedral came here. There's more, man. Oficina Engenheiros da Bahia, which is a bit older. Barone, yeah, but you don't see bands. That emerged after that year. 2002, 3, 4, yeah. Yeah. And these bands, many of them basically today live off the successes they had in the late 90s and early 2000s, brother.
That's true. That's true. New music is indeed rare, right?
That's something I think is crazy in the world. Why? You no longer have that space to consolidate music with the masses.
Yeah.
Which is the role of television and radio.
Exactly.
Man, everyone is living in a niche now, dude.
It's Spotify, right? That's determining everything.
And it's a niche, I'll tell you. One thing that's really crazy is that these bands, they keep producing material for the fans. The new songs make sense. People sing along. Enjoy. But we don't know. I really don't know because it's not playing. When I turn on the radio, because I don't turn on the radio anymore, it's not playing on Faustão because I don't watch TV anymore.
Exactly. Man, it's really crazy. It's really crazy, yeah. So really crazy as hell.
It was a lot of change in a very short time.
And everything is very fast. Today, in the past, it took some time. Like, there was a... Nowadays, man. The other day I was watching a song. I don't know, no. The guy blows up, makes a hit. Blows up on TikTok. Blows up on TikTok and then goes to Instagram. I said, soon you forget the song. It has like a peak, right? Like a dopamine rush. Boom! It goes. I said, wow. I said, man, like, you have to think about it. You have to put it on the table. You have to talk. Like, let's find a way out, right? Let's consume. Right? Nowadays, this here, CD, physical. For what?
I'm not going to release physical copy.
Exactly. For example, mine are all on Spotify. It's all there. So, like, there are 4. There are 4 CDs. And the DVD is on my YouTube channel. Done. So, like, it's there. And then you see, man, nowadays I was watching, there are bands that insist on it, right? I don't know if it was Hitch Cossin who made an album now, that he also did vinyl and such.
Vinyl made a comeback, right?
Yeah, vinyl.
Super expensive.